You know what I found out this morning? That after 22 days, I tested negative for COVID. I mean, the PCR test kept coming back positive. I am free at last. I'm still a little fatigued every now and then, but give it another week, I think I'll be fully back to normal. But I got the negative. Yes, so I'm going to grab today by the horns, jump on its back and ride, singing yes, yes, yes with fearlessness and laughter by my side. See where today will take us and what secrets it has to share. Open your arms, take it all in like a big breath of fresh air today. What are you going to do today? What are you up to today? What is waiting for you? Grab today by the horns, jump on its back and go. Let your voice sing with questioning and all you'd like to know. We're here to learn how to enlarge the light inside our heart. I always find that being kind is a perfect way to start today. Hey, Yasmin. Yes, I know. Isn't that great news? It's great news, yes. And I can actually come out of quarantine. I've been in quarantine that whole time in our house, wearing a mask, being very careful. Yay, Mona and Raina Rose. I know, it's great. So, we're going to change the backdrop for this song. Hang on a second. Okay. Whoop, that's not the right one. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. Somehow my finger went to the wrong place. There. Let's do that. Okay. All right. I have been using my tools a lot because I was going over to my late mother-in-law's house and fixing all kinds of stuff to make it ready for renters. And about 3 months, I was just going there a lot. And I got all my tools over there to the house and was working. And then I finished. And I brought them all back. So, this song has been on my mind. In our garage, there is a special space where my dad goes with a smile on his face. He spends hours there without a worry or a care in all the world. It might just be his favorite place. It's his tool bench. It's a really cool bench. He's got screwdrivers with Phillips head, slot head, square head, Torx head, a set of itty-bitty heads too. Hammers and pliers, a rotary sander, 3 right gloves and 1 left-hander, wrenches and drill bits. Just take a gander. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a tool bench. It's his really cool bench. It's where he keeps his glue gun, caulk gun, tape gun, staple gun. He's got a nail gun too. He's got safety glasses to protect his eyes, tape measure to measure things right to size, and little wood shims if something needs to rise up an extra 1/8 of an inch or more. He's at his tool bench. It's his really cool bench. If he needs to hold things together, he's got rope and string, bungee cords and straps, and those twisty tie things, boxes and trays of nails and screws, nuts and bolts, washers too. There's a special drawer just for glue. Paper glue, wood glue, super glue, epoxy, plastic, metal, and marine. When something breaks, Daddy takes it to the tool bench. He can usually repair it with something that's there at the tool bench. If he comes back wearing a grin all radiant and glorious, we know that Daddy and the tool bench victorious. He's at his tool bench, a nobody's fool bench. It's where Daddy keeps his hacksaw, sawzall, circular saw, saber saw. He's got a hacksaw too. Sheet metal shears, wire strippers and cutters, and leftover pieces from fixing the gutters. Everything's here, whatever he needs to cover every eventuality. When I grow up, you'll see, I'm gonna have me a tool bench too. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Tool benches, and it's not just for daddies. There are some moms who are seriously into tools. Actually, Betty, my late mother-in-law, she was into tools. She had a bunch of them. She fixed everything at her house. It's not a male-female thing, that's for sure. Yeah. So then, when I was recovering from COVID, I had all these tools that were being brought back from Betty's house, and they were in all kinds of bags and containers and stuff, and I started putting them back slowly, organizing the tool bench. And sometimes you get a little crazy, but I have a drawer where I keep all my screws and my nails and stuff. I want to show you this. This is pretty amazing, actually. Hold on a second. What I did. Well, look at this. Oh, I organized my screw and nail drawer while I was recovering from COVID. It was a slow thing to do. You just get them all out, and it did not look like that before, I promise you. Yeah. So, hey, Christy, you like that one? Yay. I know. Christy, I bet you're a tool bench lady, right? You just collect tools. And I didn't show you. This is just, actually this is a before picture. Can I put up the after picture? I don't think yeah, here we go. That's a little more organized version of it now. Wow, can you see? There's a soldering iron, and there's ear covering protection, and all kinds of tape up in that upper right, and a level, and needle nose pliers, and all kinds of screwdrivers, and yeah, and you can't really even see the whole picture. Anyway, it's not. It's just something that's fun. We like to do it. We like to fix stuff, right? Yeah, it's really great. So, let me change back to my, okay. Okay, so here we are. It's just pegboard on the wall, and do what you can. It's certainly, you should see David, my son. He's got a tool bench. His garage is his tool bench. He's got a whole setup, and he's doing very cool stuff. So mine is like, really secondary in our family. But something I finally got to do this weekend. What day was it? It was Saturday. And I had done my last bit at Betty's, and I drove away because the renters were coming in later in the day. And instead of going home, I said, I think you should go to the beach. So I drove up to Zuma Beach up in Malibu. It's a little bit of a drive. And there were a lot of people going because it was a hot day. And I finally got in and parked, and I went out and sat on the beach. And it was great. It was great. I got to show you this. So I was just sitting there for a long time. Of course, I went swimming, but I was sitting on the beach, just watching everybody have so much fun. And then these two boys started skimboarding. Do you know skimboarding? It's when the wave comes in and then it starts to go out and there's just like this much water as it's going out, they throw a board down and they jump on the board. Watch this. These boys, they just kept doing it. I watched him for an hour. Oh, isn't that great? So I actually sent a text to my two sons. I said, am I too old to do that? You know, it's just, it looks so great. I'll probably, you know, break a leg doing it or something, but I really want to do it. So I went up, I talked to the boys. I said, you know, what kind of board you got? You know, how do you do that? They had some really serious boards, you know, but I just watched them for 2 hours. I watched them. And, you know, and of course I went swimming. Oh, that Pacific Ocean is chilly. There weren't many people actually swimming. I went out and I swam around. I like the cold water. Oh, just to feel that blue, that deep blue just all around and go down and touch the sand at the bottom and come up. So, in honor of the beach, I want to sing this one. One of the many ways that water makes us happy in our lives. Yeah. Hey, Les. Over half of me's made up of you. That means I'm mostly water. Amazing but true. That's why I finally figured it out. Now I know why. Water, water, I love you. Simply cannot get enough of you. Water, water, I love you the way that I do. Water, to just sit on the beach and watch the little kids playing in the water. You know, you guys, don't you love the water? Isn't it great? Everybody had shovels and they were running from the waves and their dad was picking them up and taking them plopping them in the water, and they'd start crying, and then they'd come back, and a few minutes later they'd want to do it again, and he'd put them in, and then they were just laughing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ah, fabulous. Yay. Hey, Claire and Sean and you guys. Nice to see you. Yeah. Water, oh water. Boy, do I love it. Nothing like swimming in the ocean or a lake. When we lived in New York, my late wife Kathy would just take a boogie board and go swimming out in the middle of Walton Lake in Monroe, New York, and just swim. Good exercise. So I started going with her. And there wasn't really like a beach. There was kind of a boat launch area, and we sort of waded out into the water. You wouldn't see anybody swimming out there, but we did. Just to be surrounded by water. It's a really special feeling, isn't it? Water. What's your favorite thing about water? What's your favorite thing? Hey, Shada. Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do in water or with water? This time of year? Sprinklers? Maybe running in the sprinklers? I don't know. So many things I love about water. Yeah. Okay. This one just popped into my head. We haven't done this one in a while. It's a goodie. Oh, the ocean. Sean says the ocean. Absolutely. Just looking at the ocean, right? Crashing in the waves. Just being able to see the expanse. And of course, they say the ions, the negative ions in the air are like really good for you. I don't know. I just know when I go to the beach, I feel really good. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this one. Whoa. We're gonna change things one by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. That's us. We have the power to change the world. Yes. Whoa, we're gonna change, like that, change things. One by one, again arrange, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket. That's where you're helping people, saying nice things to them, being kind. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing. Smiling when you go in a room. It's so small, isn't it? But it has the power to change the world. Want to change the world? We have the power every minute, every hour. Take a look around, what do you see? Lots of people like you and me. Folks teasing Tiana, picking on Juan, laughing at Lexi, leaving out Sean, ragging on Ryan, pushing around Dwight, making fun of Molly. It's just not right. Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Dipping buckets, that's not fair. On the bus, the playground, everywhere. Too much worry, too much fear. Want to change the world? It starts right here. By not joining in when others dip. Catching ourselves when we start to slip. Person in trouble needs a friend. We know what to do. We step right in. Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. Take my hand, come along. We're all connected, we all belong. Let's make this world a better place to be. Whoa, we're gonna change things. One by one, rearrange things. Filling up a bucket seems like a small, small thing, but it has the power to change the world. It has the power to change the world. It has the power to change the world. Little things. Little things. Just somebody reaching out. I was at the beach by myself, right? So I went out swimming. I was there a long time swimming in the water. And I came out, and this woman was standing there where you come trying to get out of the waves without getting, crushed as they crash on you as you're coming out. And I made it out, and there was this woman who was standing there watching everything at the beach, and she just said, "Hey, how's that water?" I said, "Cold?" I said, "Well, it's chilly, She said, "I watched you swimming out there. You were having fun," right? Just that simple comment to me. And I said, "Oh, somebody saw me out there swimming. That's nice. Yeah, I was having a good time." And there was a little thing that happened. Just little reaching out. It's sweet when we receive it. It's sweet when we give it. Yeah. Let's see. So you guys wrote some things about swimming. Claire loves swimming. Sitting in a bathtub and relax my stress away. Glucoscare. Yeah. Yes, soft and strong. Yeah, Mom Yasin says. All at the same time. Water. Soft and strong. Isn't that interesting? It's soft, it's soothing, and it's strong enough to wear away rocks. Yeah. Colin. Yay, nice to see you, Colin. Such a joyous song about H2O. Yes, thank you. Yay. Melissa says, "Good morning from Leo, whose favorite is streams." Oh, man. When I go on hikes, especially in Southern California, where it's pretty dry in most places up in the mountains, it's just dry. And then you come to a place and you hear water. You go, "Wow, I hear water." And you go, and there's a stream flowing, beautiful, crystal clear, and the trees are growing all around it, where everything else was just kind of scrubbed because there was no water. But there's water in the stream. Yeah, Leo, I'm with you on that. Oh, hey, Drew. Yay. We do have the power to change things, even if just little things. Just smiling when you go in a room makes a difference, doesn't it? Or you see somebody who isn't included, and you just go over and ask them how they're doing, what's up. Listening, just listening. Makes a difference for people when they know they're being listened to. Yeah. Wow. Hey, Dawn, Dennison, June, Navia, Colton, Aurora, Anthony, and Logan. Yasmin loves waterfalls. Yeah, me too. And beautiful bridges that go over streams and rivers. Oh, yeah. Water. In some ways, kindness. That we were talking about in Power to Change the World. The power, these little kindnesses, they're like water. They seep in. They lubricate. They clean away things. They make the pure reality of us show up. Water and kindness, they're a lot alike. So smooth and strong at the same time. Yeah. Okay. Well, these last couple of songs, they just sort of popped into my mind, and I said, let's do these. I haven't done these in a while. They don't necessarily relate to tools or to the beach. Yeah. One mouth and two ears. Listen more than we speak. We got 2 ears and we only got one mouth, so that's a good ratio, right? Listen twice as much as we talk. With all the wackiness in the world, we have to remember that all the people in the world were put here by the Creator. Wants us to work together. Calling every continent, everyone, everywhere, going out and coming in. The sickness fill the air. Mountaintop to mountaintop, sea to shining sea. Go sisters. We are all brothers and sisters. All the world, all the world, all the world around. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Shada says that is the way to include people with disabilities like mine too in the community. Not any more complicated than you explained. Yeah. Just listening, being present, accepting, welcoming. It's that simple. Sometimes we're a little confused, a little scary, but just let your heart be open. Yeah, thank you, Wanda. Hey, Zoe, you're 6 now? Did you just have a birthday? You're 6? When did that happen? Right? Hey, Jan Fraser, Stanley David Coward. Yay, Colin. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, listen, you guys have a fabulous week. I'll see you next Thursday. And, get outside and enjoy the water. Do something in water, right? Okay. Talk to you later. See you.